Have you ever leaned in for a hug from your grandchild, only to sense them subtly pull away? Or noticed family members cracking a window open as soon as you enter the room, even when it's chilly outside? If so, you're not alone, and you're not imagining things. I'm Dr. Henry Thompson, a geriatric physician with over 4 decades of experience, and today I want to talk about something few people have the courage to address. A very real, very common body odor that affects nearly every person over 60. It's often called old person smell. And while it's rarely talked about, it can quietly damage relationships, self-esteem, and social connection. Take Mary Miller, age 68. She always prided herself on being clean. But one afternoon, her granddaughter scrunched her nose and innocently asked, "Grandma, why do you smell funny?" That moment left Mary heartbroken and puzzled. You see, 99% of older adults develop a subtle but distinct body odor they can't smell themselves. But others can. The good news? It's not a life sentence. And today, I'll share the science behind it, plus gentle, doctor-approved steps to reduce or eliminate it entirely, starting at home. No more guesswork, no more shame. Just clear, practical ways to feel fresher, more confident, and close to the people you love again. Ready to begin? Most people assume that body odor comes from poor hygiene. But when it comes to age-related odor, the truth is far more complex and surprisingly biological. Let's break it down. As we grow older, our bodies go through several subtle but important changes. These shifts affect how our skin behaves, how we release waste, and how our body chemistry interacts with the environment. That combination creates a very specific kind of scent. The first change has to do with sweating. When you're younger, your body sweats to cool you down and release toxins. In fact, the average adult sweats about a quart per day. But by the time you reach your 60s or 70s, that amount can be cut in half or more. Now you might think, less sweat means less odor, right? Actually, it's the opposite. When you sweat less, your body doesn't expel toxins as efficiently. Those waste products stay on the skin longer, giving bacteria more time to feed on them. The result? A lingering, musty scent that's hard to detect yourself, but others definitely notice. As 71-year-old Nancy Clark once asked me, "Doctor, I barely sweat anymore. So why do I smell worse?" The answer lies in how the body rids itself of waste. Less sweat equals more residue. Next comes sebum, the natural oil your skin produces. Sebum is essential for keeping skin soft and protected, but its composition changes with age. After 50, your skin begins to produce a compound called 2-nonenal, an oxidized fatty acid that smells somewhat greasy, grassy, or even stale. It's rarely present in younger skin, but by your 70s it can become prominent. What makes 2-nonenal tricky is that it's fat-soluble and clings to skin and clothing, resisting regular soap and water. This is a key reason why some older adults feel like they've just showered, yet the odor lingers. Third, we must talk about the mouth, a surprising but major player in age-related odor. Saliva plays a crucial role in keeping our mouths clean. It washes away bacteria, helps with digestion, and maintains pH balance. But after age 60, saliva production can decrease by up to 50%. The result? Dry mouth, bacterial buildup, and, you guessed it, bad breath. And because older adults often take medications that further dry out the mouth, the effect can be amplified. Linda Harris, 69, told me she started avoiding hugs from her grandkids because she felt self-conscious about her breath. "It's not just dryness," she said. "I can smell something off when I speak." So let's recap. Less sweat means fewer toxins are released, more 2-nonenal builds up on the skin. A dry mouth creates oral odor. Together, these shifts create what researchers have dubbed aging-related body odor. It's not caused by laziness, and it's not something to feel ashamed about. It's a natural result of biology. But the good news is, it can be managed. You don't need harsh chemicals or expensive products. What you do need is awareness and the right kind of care. And that's what we'll cover next. Simple steps you can take at home to feel fresh, clean, and confident without masking the issue, but actually solving it from the inside out. If this is resonating with you, drop A in the comments. I'd love to hear what surprised you so far. Let's keep going. Section 3, 3 foundational habits that gently eliminate aging odor. Now that we understand the science behind aging-related odor, let's shift to what really works to eliminate it, naturally, gently, and effectively. Over the years, I've worked with thousands of older adults who've struggled with personal scent, often without realizing what was causing it. The 3 daily habits I'm about to share have transformed not just their hygiene, but their confidence, social comfort, and family closeness. Let's start with what seems almost too simple: warm water. 1. Start your day with warm water. Most people underestimate how powerful water can be, especially warm water. Drinking 6 to 8 glasses a day helps flush waste through your kidneys and bladder, keeping toxins from accumulating in the skin. But here's the key: start your morning with 1 full glass of warm water before coffee or breakfast. Margaret Adams, 72, said it best. At first, I wasn't used to it, but after a few weeks, it became my favorite part of the day. My skin looked better, my breath improved, and I felt lighter. Here's an easy schedule: 1 glass right after waking up, 1 before lunch, and 1 after 1 in the afternoon, 1 before dinner, and 1 before bed, just 6 glasses. But the impact? Remarkable. And no, tea or coffee doesn't count. In fact, caffeine can dehydrate you, so if you drink it, aim for extra water to offset its drying effect. 2. Take a 20-minute walk in gentle sunlight. You don't need to jog or break a sweat to help your body detox. Just a 20-minute walk outdoors, preferably in the morning before 10 a.m. or in the evening after 4 p.m., can make a world of difference. Sunlight kills certain bacteria on the skin, and gentle movement stimulates circulation and sweat, just enough to help toxins move out naturally. Fred Taylor, 76, told me, "I couldn't even do 10 minutes when I started, but now even a slow stroll feels good." And my wife noticed I smelled fresher. Even a short walk helps your skin breathe, your body release trapped waste, and your mind unwind. 3. Bathe daily with warm, not hot, water. This one's important. A daily bath or shower helps remove the bacteria and oils that build up with age. But here's the detail that matters: use warm, not hot water. Hot water can damage your skin's protective barrier, drying it out and making odor worse. Warm water between 98 degrees Fahrenheit and 104 degrees Fahrenheit is ideal. Once a week, treat yourself to a 20-minute soak in warm water. This opens pores and loosens deep-seated debris that regular scrubbing can't reach. After bathing, pat yourself dry and moisturize, especially in winter. Dry, flaky skin tends to trap odor-causing compounds. Pro tip: keep a thermometer by your tub to check water temperature, especially if your skin is sensitive. And avoid scented soaps. They can irritate older skin and even mix unpleasantly with your natural oils. Choose fragrance-free, gentle cleansers instead. These 3 steps, hydration, sunshine, and warm bathing, might seem basic, but they work because they address the root of the problem, not just the surface. Thousands of patients have seen results within a week: less odor, more confidence, and warmer family moments. Next, we'll look at 3 often overlooked body areas that hold 90% of the scent and how to clean them the right way. This part is essential. If you're finding this helpful so far, leave a in the comments. I read everyone, and your support helps others discover this too. Section 4. The 3 body areas that hold 90% of the odor. Here's a surprising truth most people never learn, even if they shower every day. 90% of age-related body odor comes from just 3 specific zones. And sadly, these are the very places many older adults either skip or clean too gently. Let's walk through them, one by one. 1. Skin folds and hidden creases. As we age, skin becomes thinner, looser, and folds more easily, especially under the arms, behind the knees, under the breasts, and around the groin and belly. These warm, moist creases become a perfect breeding ground for bacteria and sebum buildup, especially when they're not washed thoroughly. Many of my patients were surprised to learn they had never properly cleaned the back of the neck, behind the ears, or the navel, areas where odor tends to hide. Take Susan Brooks, 66. After trying my advice, she said, "I've showered every day for decades, but I never thought to scrub under my breasts or really get behind my ears. I changed that, and my grandkids started hugging me again. That meant everything. Here's what to do. Use a soft washcloth or loofah. Add gentle, unscented soap scrub all folds and creases slowly but firmly. Pat dry thoroughly to prevent moisture buildup. Gentle doesn't mean timid. Your goal is to dislodge the bacteria, not just rinse them. 2. The scalp, chest hair, and underarms hair holds on to odor. It traps sweat, sebum, oil, and dead skin, even more so in areas that rarely get scrubbed deeply. Your scalp, especially under thinning hair, needs a massage when shampooing. Not just a quick rinse, but a few extra seconds of firm, circular pressure. Tom Harris, 62, told me, "When I started massaging my scalp like you showed me, even my wife noticed the difference." My grandkids don't flinch when they sit beside me anymore. And for men with chest or belly hair, it's just as important. These areas can collect odor silently. Create a good lather, rinse thoroughly, and always dry completely. Use clean towels every few days. Odors can cling to them and undo all your effort. 3. Feet, toes, and the back. Your feet contain more sweat glands than any other part of your body, and when they spend most of the day inside shoes or slippers, bacteria thrive. Be sure to wash between the toes with warm water and gentle soap. Dry carefully, especially between toes. Rotate your shoes daily to allow them to dry. Always wear clean, breathable cotton socks, and don't forget the back. It's one of the most sweat-prone areas, yet hard to reach. Use a long-handled brush or towel to scrub your back, especially the lower area. One patient told me, "I never thought my lower back was causing the smell in my clothes, but it was." Taken together, these 3 body zones, folds, hair-bearing areas, and feet out back, hold the key to reducing the so-called old person smell. They're not dirty, they're just overlooked. Give them daily attention, and you may notice what my patients often describe. Softer skin, fresher clothes, more warmth and closeness from loved ones. Coming up next, we'll dive into the role of food and hydration, and how what you eat can either increase or eliminate body odor from within. And if you're finding this valuable so far, would you leave A in the comments? It helps us know these insights are making a difference for you and others who need this support. Section 5, how food and hydration impact body odor from the inside out. So far, we've focused on the outside of the body, how to wash and care for key areas where odor tends to build up. But now let's talk about something just as important, what you put inside your body. Believe it or not, your daily food and drink choices quietly shape how you smell. Not just your breath, but your skin, sweat, and even the air around you. Let's explore 5 simple, powerful habits that help reduce age-related odor naturally by supporting your body from the inside out. 1. Eat more antioxidant-rich foods. Antioxidants are compounds that protect your cells from damage, and they also help reduce oxidation, a key cause of the distinct old age smell. One culprit is 2-nonenal, a fatty acid byproduct that builds up in older skin. Antioxidants help neutralize this and other waste products before they reach your skin surface. The best sources? Bright red, purple, and orange fruits. Think tomatoes, strawberries, blueberries, apples. Whole grains like buckwheat and brown rice. Leafy greens and cruciferous vegetables. 79-year-old Paul King shared, "I started having a fresh tomato and apple every morning. 2 months later, my granddaughter said, 'Grandpa, you smell like sunshine.' It made my whole week." A small habit, a big ripple effect. 2. Include garlic. Yes, really. Garlic gets a bad rap, but here's the twist. It's actually good for reducing long-term body odor. That's because garlic contains allicin, a compound with strong antioxidant and antibacterial powers. While it may cause temporary breath changes, over time, it reduces the internal inflammation that can lead to unpleasant skin odor. Try adding 1 to 2 cloves of fresh garlic daily, chopped into soups, sautéed with greens, or blended into salad dressings. 3. Stay hydrated with warm water. This tip may sound simple, but it's one of the most overlooked remedies for odor. Drinking enough water, especially warm water, helps your kidneys flush out toxins. When you're dehydrated, those toxins look for other ways to leave your body, like your skin. Start your day with a glass of warm water, add lemon if you like, then aim for 6 glasses a day, spaced throughout. One after waking up, one before and after lunch, one mid-afternoon, one before dinner, one before bed. Avoid mistaking coffee or tea for hydration. Those are diuretics and can dry you out. If you drink coffee, just follow it with extra water. Margaret Adams, 72, said, "At first it felt like a chore, but after a few weeks it became part of me. My skin glows and my grandkids say I smell like grandma's hugs again." 4. Focus on high water foods. In addition to drinking, eat foods that are naturally rich in water, like cucumbers, watermelon, pears, celery, tomatoes. These help hydrate your body and gently flush out unwanted compounds through your urine instead of your sweat. One easy habit? Make a smoothie with cucumber, spinach, banana, and a splash of almond milk. It's gentle on the stomach, refreshing, and odor-fighting from the inside out. 5. Support healthy digestion. When digestion slows, waste builds up. And when waste lingers, it re-enters the bloodstream, often showing up as body odor. That's why regular bowel movements are key. To stay regular and reduce internal odor, eat more fiber, brown rice, oats, beans, fruit. Move your body daily, even gently. Limit processed foods and alcohol. 77-year-old Margaret Evans told me, "I used to suffer from constipation and never connected it to my body odor. But once I added fiber and soup in the morning, it all changed. I felt and smelled better." In short, food isn't just fuel, it's feedback. And your body responds in ways others can sense. Coming up, we'll explore the final layer: clothing, shoes, and household habits that hold scent longer than you might expect. And if this part sparked an aha moment for you, would you drop A in the comments? I'd love to know what food tip you plan to try first. Section 6. Clothing, bedding, and household habits. That trap odor, you've improved your hygiene. You've adjusted your diet. But there's one last piece of the puzzle that many people completely overlook: your environment. Even if your body is clean, the things you live in and wear every day can quietly trap odor and release it back over time. Let's walk through a few simple habits that will make your clothes, your home, and even your relationships feel fresher. 1. Change clothes and underwear daily. It sounds obvious, but it's easy to fall into the habit of wearing the same shirt or pants for several days, especially if you're mostly at home. The issue? Clothing absorbs sweat, oil, and skin flakes, even when you don't feel dirty. Over time, this creates a breeding ground for odor-causing bacteria. 72-year-old Robert Harris shared, "I used to wear the same shirt for 3 days. But once I started changing every day, even if it looked clean, my daughter stopped cracking the windows." Aim to change your underwear, socks, and shirts daily, and switch pants at least every other day. And don't forget about pajamas. They absorb just as much as daytime clothes. 2. Choose breathable fabrics. Natural fabrics like cotton, linen, and bamboo allow your skin to breathe and wick moisture away from your body. That helps keep both you and your clothes fresher longer. Avoid synthetic fabrics like polyester or nylon when possible, especially in undergarments, socks, and sleepwear. They trap heat and sweat, making odors worse. Tip: look for socks labeled 100% cotton and try rotating 2 pairs of shoes to let each one dry between wears. 3. Wash bedding. Weekly. You spend 6 to 8 hours a night in bed. That's a long time for your skin's oils, sweat, and microscopic flakes to settle into your sheets. Unwashed bedding is one of the most common sources of persistent, unnoticed odor. Make it a habit to wash sheets and pillowcases once a week. Use hot water if the fabric allows dry in the sun when possible. The UV light kills bacteria naturally. 75-year-old Linda Parker said, "At first I thought it was silly, but after switching to weekly washes, I noticed a change, not just in smell, but how I slept. It felt cleaner somehow." Bonus tip: Wash pillowcases even more frequently if you have facial hair, or use skin creams at night. 4. Clean socks and shoes. The smart way: your feet have over 250,000 sweat glands, and that sweat doesn't disappear when you take your shoes off. If you wear the same pair every day, there's no time for them to dry. That dampness creates a perfect home for odor-producing bacteria. To stay ahead of foot odor, rotate your shoes. Let each pair rest for 24 to 48 hours. Sprinkle baking soda inside shoes overnight. Wear clean, dry cotton socks daily. If possible, go barefoot indoors to let feet breathe. And remember, the smell of your shoes can influence how your entire home smells. 68-year-old Paul King told us, "I thought the smell in my room was just from age. Turns out it was my slippers. I washed them and started switching socks. My grandson started hugging me again." 5. Air out your living spaces. Fresh air might be the most underrated deodorizer of all. Odors build up in still air, especially in bedrooms, bathrooms, and closets. If you keep windows closed all the time, the scent can become trapped. Try this. Open windows for 10 minutes each morning and evening. Place a small bowl of baking soda in musty corners. Air out shoes, jackets, and blankets in the sun. Fred Taylor, 71, put it this way: "I used to hate opening windows. It felt drafty. But now my daughter-in-law doesn't rush to open them herself anymore. That felt really good." Here's the heart of it. You've done so much to take care of yourself. Don't let clothes, sheets, or stale air undo that progress. Every time you change your socks, open a window, or wash your pillowcase, you're sending a quiet message to the people around you. I care. I want to stay close. I'm still me. Coming up next, we'll bring everything together, offering a recap and final encouragement to help you start your new routine with confidence. If this part resonated with you, share a in the comments or tell us your favorite fresh air habit. We'd love to hear it. Final section, wrapping it all together. A fresh start. Let's take a quiet moment to breathe and reflect. We've covered a lot in this video, but none of it was complicated. And that's the beauty of it. You don't need expensive sprays, fancy soaps, or the latest anti-aging gadget. You just need gentle, consistent care, focused on the right areas of your life and body. Because that old person smell that no one wants to talk about. It's not just about scent. It's about feeling disconnected from your family, your confidence, and your sense of self-worth. But the truth is, you are not the smell. You are the wisdom, the kindness, the laughter, the life stories, and you deserve to be embraced fully for everything you are. Let's recap what we've learned together. Step 1, clean with intention. Focus daily on 3 key body areas: skin folds, scalp, chest, armpits, and feet, toes. Use warm water, gentle scrubbing, and fragrance-free soaps. Avoid hot water, which dries skin and worsens odor. Step 2, hydrate and move. Drink 6 glasses of warm water a day, first thing in the morning and before meals. Walk for 20 minutes in gentle sunlight before 10 a.m. or after 4 p.m. to stay cool. Let your body sweat a little. It helps release toxins naturally. Step 3, support your body from within. Eat more antioxidant-rich foods like tomatoes, apples, berries, garlic, and whole grains. Include water-rich foods like cucumbers and watermelon to flush waste gently. Improve oral health by brushing, using a tongue scraper, and chewing sugar-free gum after meals. Reduce alcohol and caffeine, and add fiber daily to support digestion. Step 4, refresh your surroundings. Change clothes and socks daily. Cotton is best. Wash sheets and pillowcases weekly, and air dry in sunlight if you can. Rotate shoes, sprinkle baking soda inside, and let fresh air into your room every day. Now here's what I want you to remember most of all. This isn't about perfection. It's about small steps that help you feel cleaner, more connected, and more like you. It's about your grandson running into your arms again, your daughter hugging you a little longer, your neighbor leaning in during conversation instead of stepping back. It's about rediscovering joy in the closeness you deserve. Margaret Adams, 62, said it best: "My grandson used to sit across the room. Now he's back on my lap, watching cartoons with his head on my shoulder. That's worth everything. You can feel that too. Here's your challenge. Pick just one habit from today's video to begin tomorrow. Just one. Maybe it's drinking warm water when you wake up. Maybe it's scrubbing behind your ears with care. Or maybe it's swapping out your old socks for fresh cotton ones. Whatever it is, start there. Build momentum. Feel the change. And I'd love to hear from you. What's the one change you're starting today? Tell us in the comments. I read everyone. And if this video helped you or brought you comfort, please pass it along. Share it with a friend, a neighbor, or someone you love. You never know whose heart it might reach. If you haven't already, hit subscribe and turn on notifications. Every week, we share calm, thoughtful videos to support healthy aging, inside and out. Until next time, take gentle care of yourself. You are deeply valued. You are not alone. And yes, you're absolutely worth it.